time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 San Diego Padres.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Tyson Ross gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Tyson Ross, a big drink of water. Big guy, about 6'7". Unorthodox kind of throwing delivery. Good slider, good sinking action on his fastball. You take a look at him, he doesn't have the greatest mechanics in the world, but I will say this, sneaky fastball with late life, good hard slider, his changeup has gotten better, and if he has command of that hard breaking ball, that hard slider, to hit.
At the plate, Paul Molitor, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading out for the Brewers, third baseman, Paul Molitor.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The 2-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Chopped weakly to the left. Tough play for Headley. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Previously against Tyson Ross, he's gone 3 for 8. Kane leads off first with 1 away. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Runner back safely. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Winfield is after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Into the box, Eric Thames, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call it. Jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
The 1-2 misses inside off the plate. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves one, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Jimmy Nelson is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Jimmy Nelson, he comes with a lot of high hopes. Not an overpowering guy. 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good four-seam high riding action. Has the slider, has the changeup. The secondary pitches at times come and go. If he has the changeup and has the slider working, he could be really tough.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
First baseman, Eric Hosmer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 1-0. Line towards center field. Kane patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Corey Spangenberg. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. 2 hits in 7 tries. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Spangenberg, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
So he sets him down swinging. Corey Spangenberg becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. Standing in now, Tony Gwynn. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Padres down in order. Still no score. Next for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First offering on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
In now, Robin Yount. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he lays off for ball one.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
1 and 2.
Bouncer to the left side. Galvis has it. Throw just in time, and that was awfully close.
Batting 7, catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Stepping into the box, Stephen Vogt. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Myers is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Dave Winfield. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Winfield.
Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
That's off the plate.
The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Two balls and a strike to Winfield.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. Been pretty good. 5 for 12. He also has 1 home run. First offering on its way. And that one right down Main Street. Myers, a 27-year-old. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
1-1 the count now. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. The 1-2. Little dribbler down the line, but that one rolls foul. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
Hey, this has been an epic at bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Popped him up. Thames in foul ground, and that's going to land foul.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Payoff pitch one more time. High pop up. Molitor waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, catcher, Benito Santiago.
Digging in, Benito Santiago will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Hit out towards second. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Benito Santiago has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a swing from Headley as he sends a ground ball to second base. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Padres leave 1. Will move to the third with no score. Digging in now for the Brewers, Jonathan Villar.
For the Brewers, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-0. Line toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Great jump on that ball hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Nelson. Lifted in the air to center field. Galvis backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Paul Molitor.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Paul Molitor. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Third inning, no score to this point. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two out, nobody on. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Gone in order are the Brewers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He's 0 for 5. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Galvis behind 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Line drive to center field. Kane is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Tyson Ross.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Tyson Ross, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And that'll be grounded foul off to the left and near Glenn Hoffman, the third base coach. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And there's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Yount onto the grass. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Eric Hosmer hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up around the face. Now the 1-0. Grounded fouled off to the right side.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Very weakly on the ground. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A little roller toward the hole. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Striding in once again, Lorenzo Cain will start it out here from Milwaukee with Ryan Braun waiting on deck to follow.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Braun. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Favorable call in there for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Two-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eric Thames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Gwynn. And that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready for another chance? Corey Spangenberg set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. The 1-1 home is a fastball that gets by him. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Tony Gwynn. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 31, Dave Winfield.
Digging in to try it again, Dave Winfield. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 1-2, here it comes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Again, a 1-2. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Here's the 0-1 from Ross. And he takes strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
One and 2 for Christian Yelich.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Ross is 1-2. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. He'll try again, 1-2. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Winfield's there. 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop, Robin Yount.
Next for Milwaukee, Robin Yount. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hot shot on the ground to short. Fielded by Galvis. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Digging in now for the Brewers, Stephen Vogt. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Swing and a looper to left. Winfield coming on. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Villar playing here in his age 26 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Wynn ranging back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. Halfway home, still no score. Next to the plate for the Padres, Will Myers. He popped out in his first trip.
Center fielder, Will Myers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now Myers, a drive. This is to deep left field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
In now, Benito Santiago. And the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 home is outside for a ball.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Here's Chase Headley. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Set. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's one away.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one got a piece of him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Standing in now, Tyson Ross. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Eric Hosmer. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. 2-0. Nope. 3-0. Corey Spangenberg would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here it is, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Digging in now for San Diego, Corey Spangenberg, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. In there, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. The 0-2 delivery. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So striding in, Jimmy Nelson will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. A wave and a miss.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And that indeed is a pitcher up there, as he's not even close at that one and becomes out number 1.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box now, Paul Molitor. He grounds it sharply to third. Headley's got it. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. There to take it is Headley. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. They still trail 1-0. Ready for another shot now, Tony Gwynn. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Tony Gwynn.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air to center. There to take it now is Cain as he puts it away for the first out.
The left fielder, number 31, Dave Winfield.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dave Winfield. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 4.
Will Myers will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error for the Padres so far. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed, 1-1. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. That gets down and the inning continues.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Into the box, Benito Santiago. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
The breaking ball that time in for a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Myers, the runner at first with 2 gone. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. 1 left for San Diego, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Petco Park, Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Here's Ryan Braun now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Wynn sprinting after it, makes the play, 1 away.
First baseman number 7, Eric Thames.
Digging in once again, Eric Thames, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. No hits to this point. On its way is pitch number 75. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball two. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
The 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he is in there.
The batter, shortstop, Robin Yount.
Stepping in, Robin Yount, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and it gives the Brewers a 3-1 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 76, Jose Torres.
1
batting, catcher, Stephen.
In now, Stephen Vogt, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 misses, ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Two and 0, here it is. In the air out to left. Winfield is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Ready once again, Jonathan Villar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
0-1 count and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 3 runs already home here. Hit on the ground to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Nelson. No balls and 1 strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Just keeping him close. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Villar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. One and 2 to the Brewers pitcher. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Back in standing. Here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But 3 in the inning for the Brewers on the strength of this 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-1 Milwaukee. Coming to the plate now, Chase Headley. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. The 1-0. is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-0. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first down.
Up next for the Padres, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. First delivery to him on the way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Carlos Asuaje will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 to 1-2 now. Asuaje tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 1-2 is in off the plate. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Padres down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Craig Stammen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Paul Molitor. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Winfield's there. 1 out. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit to short. Galvis is there. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's 4 for 11. He's taken him deep once. First pitch on its way. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Brewers lead it 3-1. Josh Hader is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 71, Josh Hader.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
First baseman Eric Hosmer.
First delivery to him on the way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
To first. Thames fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day. Striding into the box, Corey Spangenberg. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
A ball and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Oh, and it's off the foul pole in right for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
His first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Standing in now, Tony Gwynn. This will take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
3-0 now. Changeup that catches the corner for strike one. The 3-1. Now a swing on 3-1, but this is chopped foul right around home plate, and the count will go full to 3-2. Now a fastball. Oh, strike three called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2. 0 for 4 on the day now. He might have to wait another day to notch that first major league hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to find a way to slow the game down, shrink the stadium a little bit, and relax. Tough debut, but hopefully he's back in there tomorrow.
And a ball, 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Padres draw a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's the Brewers 3 and the Friars 2. Striding in once again, Eric Thames. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. One and one the count to the Brewers first baseman. 1-1 is offered at but missed. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first down.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Robin Yount will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. First offering on its way. And that misses, ball one.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's a tough take. One and one, here it comes. Hit out towards second, fielded by Spangenberg. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Brewers come up empty here in the ninth. Last chance coming up for the Friars. They trail it here 3-2. Raleigh Fingers, if the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Raleigh Fingers.
Here's Will Myers. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
For the Padres, center fielder, Will.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. That's wide, 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Sliders in for a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning. You got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
The catcher, number 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Benito Santiago. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here comes the first pitch. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Popped up. Molitor is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Padres, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Ready for another chance, Chase Headley. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Fingers looks in. First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. San Diego down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Brewers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jimmy Nelson gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Raleigh Fingers closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Brewers, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Padres, 2 runs on 5 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Petco Park, a sellout, 42,000. The Padres thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
Opening day is behind us, so let's look back at how the first games of the year played out on the diamond. Starting in the National League West, the Brewers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 3-2. The Diamondbacks got 11 hits overall as they bested the visiting Rockies, 9-0. The Dodgers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants, 5-1. The Braves knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-3. The Cubbies put up 16 hits on the day as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 5-4. Chad Harris dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as St. Louis bested the Mets 11-5. The Washington Nationals launched 3 home runs as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 11-4. The Boston Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 8-0. The Yankees combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-1. The Baltimore Orioles totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-2. The Detroit Tigers hit 3 long balls as they sank the visiting Buccos 5-1. The White Sox combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 13-2. The A's sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-4. The Seattle Mariners pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Indians 4-1. Nolan Ryan struck out 12 on the way to the win, leading the Stros to a win over the Rangers 8-2. That does it for the recap of opening day. Baseball is back. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning and all season long for the latest.